the time.
All right, hello.
Hello.
This is what I get for saying like things right before I unmute us. Hi. We are back with the Quarry. It's just Lemur and I tonight.
Murder time.
Murder time, spooky season. We are all here. We're all in. Also, I found out my boss is really into Halloween, and I love that. Anyways, hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm the moron behind the controller that is somehow failing at murdering these people.
I'm honestly shocked. I feel like you were much better at killing everybody in Until Dawn.
Literally, all I had to do was look at them, and they died in Until Dawn. It was great. This one, like, I fail everything, and they still live somehow.
Well, I mean, like, I'll get to that thought in a second. Of course, I'm Lemur. I love spooky stuff.
Yay.
And of course, standard disclaimer. I have a lot of animals, and you will hear them at some point, and I will probably be speaking to them at some point. Such is life.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, going back to what I was about to say, the idea behind, like, my thought process as to why certain characters can't die is because, at least not yet, it's because they need us to get through that final chapter.
Yeah.
Like, we need to at least hit certain plot points in the story. Because if everyone dies, like, before at midnight, and we're supposed to go till 6 a.m.,
Yeah.
like, that's 6 hours worth of content that they're going to lose out on, that you would lose out on. So I understand where it's like, well, no, like, this person is the narrator that gets us through chapter 8, and then at that point, that's when you can kill them after that.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So, like, I get it, but also, yeah, there's definitely some situations that we've put these characters through that it's like, how are they not dead?
Exactly. Also, I did not enjoy the shaming that we got last time from Laura about not taking the bite. Like, come on, girl. The hell. You bit me without hesitation last time.
Yeah, she was ready to bite us.
So, like, shame? No, I just want him to die. I'm still mad. And I know I said I was going to give you a mean backstory today, but I don't feel like today is the day.
I was wondering if you were going to remember, and I was not going to remind you.
Of course I remembered. Of course I remembered. How dare you? But I know it's been a really rough day on a lot of people, so I'll leave it to next stream, but just you wait. It's going to be ultra bad next time, so. You brought this on yourself. Don't silent me. And in case you are completely lost as to what Lemur did to deserve that, for those of you who don't follow our Twitter, every time somehow when I post a poll, immediately within the first 2 minutes, we get a tie.
Yeah, and at that point, I'm not involved in the situation.
Mm-hmm. And I do not understand exactly how it happens, but like, some person is really excited for me to stream, and someone is just very much not. They're like, please just stop forever. So but I always put in a third option just to see, like, I don't know, sometimes it's fun to vote on things you don't give a shit about. So I always put in a third option that's just like, yay, I just like to vote. So we have a two-way tie between yes or no last time. I send it to Lemur, like, how the hell does this happen every time? Because this is like the third or fourth time now. And what did you do?
In my defense, I don't do that every time. I usually do vote, like, yeah, do stream. I just decided that there was a third option, so I was going to make your life a living hell.
So, yes. If you were one of those, what is it, like, you put the sign around the dog's neck that, like, says what they did wrong to, like, shame them on the internet, like,
yeah,
this is your dog shaming moment.
I'll do it again. It's hilarious.
This is a
I mean,
reminder we do love each other.
I was gonna say, in fairness to me, though, after you got done, like, telling me I was an asshole, I did tell you what my actual vote was, because you can't change it on Twitter.
You cannot
I
change it now.
in in my defense, I did that as a joke and then was going to change it, but you can't change it, so I had to live with my decision.
You did have to live with your decision, and you did end up making the tiebreaker vote. So, you know, I will give you props for that. Like, I will point out, my surprise streams are very badly planned, because a surprise stream probably should not be announced like an hour and a half before you stream.
Yeah, probably not.
And I just go, you know what? I'm gonna stream tonight. Why not? But you are, like, always there, and it's amazing. So welcome. I can always see that there's other people hanging out, and I don't know if it's because you have to be subscribed to us for at least half an hour before you can comment, or what.
Mhm.
But also the fact that, like, a whole 10 people, I think, follow our Twitter account says something. So, yeah. Which I should point out, do you remember what your, the number that you had for number of followers that we need to do our man horse shirt?
Shit, I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
It was preposterous. It was low.
It was low. I do remember that.
I want to say like 100.
Well, we've hit
that high.
It might have been that high.
200.
Anyways, we just hit 50, so we've hit part of that goal.
Woo!
Woo! So, yay. We would probably get higher if I bothered to do absolutely any marketing for this whatsoever.
Any promotion whatsoever.
Other than posting on Twitter 5 minutes before we start. So, yeah. But I fail at capitalism, or whatever this is supposed to be. Like, I don't think that's a surprise to just about anyone. I'm just here to play my silly little games and murder people and, hang out with my friends. So, we make it big. I think we will be the first people who are shocked.
Oh my god.
Eh?
Sorry, I just saw the video that you sent me on Twitter. Jesus Christ.
I guess I can, if you want to retweet it, I'll retweet you. But it's very, very bizarre. So yeah, that's our stream. And we will retweet it as soon as Lamer retweets it. Am I following you on this account?
Oh, I don't know.
I am. There we go.
So I have all of 7 followers, mostly because I was private until recently.
I know. I know, and now you're public, which means I am the only one who doesn't have a public account. So
I also went through and deleted a bunch of shit before I went public, so like, just live your best life, man.
Yeah, that's fair. I find, like, and this is something that I don't want to go too far into it, but I do find that, like, I will occasionally post things in Japanese, not necessarily because I have a ton of Japanese friends and stuff that follow me, and that, I'm only trying to engage them, but just because sometimes I deserve to write in my native language, right? And the number of comments that I get when I'm on public to speak English is ridiculous. So it's one of the biggest reasons I went private.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's super fun.
See, like, for me, I used it as an outlet because there were certain people in my life that Twitter was the only social media that they did not follow me on. And so I used it as an outlet and kind of like a personal journal. And then I stopped using it for 2 years and then started picking it back up and was like, I gotta delete all of this if I want new people to follow me.
Yeah. I will point out, like, I almost sent that to you via text earlier because I forgot you're using your Twitter again. So you're probably going to get a lot of those until I get used to it. Cool. Now that we have talked about everything from your Ratatouille backstory not happening tonight to Twitter, we want to play some pre-show banter?
Yeah. So tonight's game, not sponsored, is a
That
game.
could be.
But it could be.
If we bothered to, at the people who make it.
Let's see, who makes this game? Dice. DYC. No, wait. PickYourPoisonGame.com by Dice. So tonight's game is one of my favorites. Pick Your Poison. It's the Would You Rather game, where all the choices are bad.
Woo!
And honestly, I don't think we've had either of these cards yet, so I'm kind of excited about this conversation. I don't know which one's worse. I think I know which one I'm going to pick, though, because one of them is a one-time thing, and the other one's a constant. So, would you rather take a punch from Mike Tyson in the prime of his boxing career, or have your keyboard randomly reorganize itself every day?
I mean, and I should point out, the only thing that I know about Mike Tyson is that he was in The Hangover like 10 years ago. So I don't know absolutely anything about his boxing career. But I feel like if he's as good of a boxer as everyone says he is, that's like a question between, would you like to die, or would you like your keyboard to reorganize itself?
See, okay, my thing, though, and because, this is, for anyone new here, this is how we play this game, is we get into the fucking weeds.
We do.
Okay, so every single day, my keyboard is in a different position. The keys move.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want that.
No, but so that happens to me every single day. And it doesn't, like, one time I get punched. It does not say where. It does not say how hard. True, yes, he's at the prime of his, boxing career. That implies that he's going to punch you hard.
Yeah.
It also doesn't explain or doesn't say anything about me not wearing padding.
Yeah.
I would consider being a punching bag if I had some, armor or something on. Because it'd still hurt, but...
Yeah.
So I think I would much rather... Yeah, I'll take the punch and sue him. I think I would rather take the one-time punch. And that's usually how these go for me, is I would much rather do the one inconvenient thing than... And I would... Yeah, I mean, this one could potentially fuck you up, depending on how hard he hits you.
Yeah. And, if he hits you in the head, good luck. Yeah, I mean, I would probably agree with that. Assuming that, once again, we don't die over it. I don't know, my keyboard rearranging itself, I have enough problems typing anyways, but I live my entire life on my computer because that's how I work, so, yeah, we're gonna go with the punch, and hope that, it's like in The Hangover where he just passes out for a second.
Sorry, I was reading. Is he?
That is
convicted?
Wild. Okay, sorry. The comment is, I know he's a convicted sex offender and he guest starred on How I Met Your Mother, mentioned to have become a senator by 2030. I feel like that sentence went about 8 different ways I didn't expect it to. My real question, does he actually have a pet tiger? I may have watched The Hangover 1,800 times in high school.
It doesn't say anything about that, but sorry, I did mostly fact checking out of curiosity more than anything, because I'd never heard that before. 1992, he was convicted of SA. And sentenced to 6 years in prison, which will be released after 3.
Right.
Okay. That makes sense why. I have no idea.
I mean, this kind of feels like one of those questions. Yeah, really. Why we had no idea, huh? But this feels like one of those questions, what is it? Would you let your, sibling punch you for $1 million? You know, it's like
Oh,
my
the
brother
one
and I
that
would absolutely knock each other's shit out.
yeah, like there's one floating around on TikTok that was like, would you punch your dad for like $10,000? And it's like, I love my dad, but I sure as shit would deck him for $10,000. We'd split it.
My brother and
Like-
I would punch each other for a corn chip. So
Exactly. I get like same, on par with this one too. Like I love my brother, but like I am the violent short one of our dynamic. Which is hilarious because you're the violent short one of our dynamic.
Exactly. The smaller we get, the more violent we get.
And but like I would, I'd if you give me like, you give me like $5.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if you don't understand that, you just don't know how sibling dynamics work.
Exactly. See, one of my friends is an only child, and it boggles her mind whenever I've talked about like, yeah, no, literally, like he's my best friend, but also like I would kill him.
Would murder him. Would probably murder for him. You know, like.
Yeah.
So yes, I would get punched by Mike Tyson for $1 million.
All right. Next up. Ew. Would you rather always have sand in your bed
Oh.
or fight a kangaroo with your bare hands? Again, one of these things is one time.
Yeah, but have you seen how bad kangaroos can fuck you up? Like, I haven't seen much Animal Planet, but I have seen that much.
Well, like how have you like done? Their tails are super strong, and they basically act as like a third like leg, and they can like lean back on their tail and use that to like propel them into a kick with both of their feet. I would still rather fight a kangaroo with my bare hands one time. I don't mean to sound like Anakin Skywalker here, but like I hate sand. I hate it. It's coarse. It makes me itchy. I don't like it. It's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I already have enough problems sleeping, so adding sand to the mix probably is not a good idea. Especially since I sleep on my side, so like I would absolutely be eating sand halfway through the night.
Finnegan, I'm going to need you to go cry about whatever your problem is to someone else. Finn is he's my emotional son. And again, when I refer to this as a dog, that is my child. I've lost like good pairs of shoes because I've worn them to the beach and they've just gotten so much sand in them I couldn't get it out. Finn, put your hand down. Put your paw down. Jesus. Are you jealous that usually Maverick's the one that gets all the attention on stream? It's because I still have my dinner.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. It fits Finn's character. Yeah, see, this is where, again, it's the always bits that I don't like.
You know, I like going to the beach and like having the sand while on the beach. Like, there is something about being in the sand when you're like right in the water as well that for some reason like it calms my nervous system. Yeah. It is like that one place where I am at peace, which is probably one of the reasons why I don't think I've ever lived more than like an hour away from an ocean, or like a major body of water, I guess, since I think I am an hour away from the Atlantic Ocean here, but I've got the Gulf right there. But when it dries, like, that shit is from hell. Like, having sand in your bed all the time is the kind of shit that Satan puts in there and, like, the 7th level of hell. Like...
Like, one of the Girl Scout camps that I worked at on the Oregon coast, or the one that I worked on the Oregon... Anyway, like, you'd get sand in places, but like I would always like obsessively like wipe off my feet before getting into my sleeping bag. Because I'm not about that.
It's just the worst. So yeah, I mean, I think I would absolutely die going up against a kangaroo, and quite honestly, I'm not taking the chance with the baby kangaroo and having to fight its mother, because if there's anything more terrifying than a kangaroo, it's a mother kangaroo trying to protect her baby.
Yeah, honestly, if you're ever afraid of any sort of animal, just imagine getting in between a mama of that animal and their baby, because Jesus Christ.
That is instant death.
Yeah, especially if they're a predator. Certain prey animals are like that too. So
yeah. So we're gonna pass on that. Yeah, can I fight an elderly kangaroo on the brink of death? I don't know. I still kind of feel like it could fuck me up. Like, granted, I'm like, what, 5 foot nothing? But, you know. I don't know, man.
Well, like,
I'm still gonna fight the kangaroo over have sand in my bed, but,
yeah.
I don't think there's any way you can avoid it fucking you up.
Yeah. It doesn't have to say, it doesn't mean that it's a long fight either,
Yeah. And I should point out, if you have scars from it, it's going to be the weirdest thing to tell other people about. Like, oh, this scar over my eye? Oh yeah, I got it when I fought a kangaroo. And you are going to get like one of two reactions, probably one of three reactions. One is going to be, oh man, cool. Two is going to be horrified that you would fight a kangaroo. And third is PETA and probably stab you. I think that's what PETA does nowadays. I don't actually know. Or they'll like make you into a video game or something. I think that's what they did to Pokemon.
Oh my god.
So. Anyways, I think we're all in alignment on this one.
All right, next up.
Yep.
Would you rather, and I already know what my answer is, would you rather have walking be your only means of transportation, or become mute every afternoon between 2 and 5 p.m.?
Honestly, neither one of those would be that horrible, with the caveat that I would want to move somewhere else if I had to walk everywhere. Like, if I could go, like, back to, like, Tokyo, I'd be fine. I'll take it. Like, yeah, not being able to use the train would kind of suck, but also, like, everything is so walkable that it's not that big of a deal. Here, I mean, I walk most places here still, so, but, honestly, becoming mute between 2 and 5, that sounds like a dream. I don't have to have meetings between 2 and 5.
Yeah, you just schedule, that's my quiet time. I don't talk, and honestly, that sounds like a fucking dream to me.
Can I, like, request that?
Yeah, no, so.
Yeah, and chat has a point. Muteness is a disability you can get accommodations for, so, My boss is going to sit there and go, bullshit, but, Yes, I'm mute, but only between the hours of 2 and 5. Yes, I know that's when most of our clients want to meet. Yes, I'm aware. I don't know, the card told me. It happens.
Because in the cards, I cannot speak.
Exactly.
Yeah, I had 100%. Just between 2 and 5.
Yeah.
Don't talk.
Quiet time.
Can't talk, won't talk. Quiet time. Bye-bye. Alright, do we want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay. Finnegan, I am really going to need you to get your shit together, my guy. No. Has anxiety.
Fair. So do I.
Alright. Ooh. Oh. Oh my god. Would you rather have bed bugs infect your house once a year?
Oh.
Or wear zombie face paint at all times?
Zombie face paint.
Yeah, zombie face paint. 110%. Yeah.
I have never
one instance where I'm gonna pick the all the time option.
Yeah. I have never had bed bugs, but I've heard enough stories from people that I am not dealing with that shit once a year. No, that's a no for me.
I mean, like, you know, we could get into the nitty gritty of like, what does that mean? Do they like when they infect your house once a year, because you have to get rid of the bed bugs, right? So like, is that like a week or so long process of they come in and then you get rid of them, or do they come in and then they just die out on their own and then they don't come back? I'm still gonna pick the zombie face paint, but I'm curious of the mechanics of the bed bugs here.
I mean, can you prepare for bed bugs? Like,
I mean,
the only preventative measures
it would still happen.
Yeah, like the only preventative measures I've ever heard is just, you know, making sure that things are clean and stuff. So,
yeah,
like, just downsize into the shed once a year, like. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I'm allergic to face paint too. So
looks like bed bugs, it's for you.
I mean,
well, can you do like eyeshadows and stuff?
I can do some eyeshadows. I have to be really careful about them. So, quite honestly, I could just like die and that seems like the better option of these two, not gonna lie.
Well, like a while ago, it's been I don't know how many years, I worked at a haunted house, or volunteered at a haunted house for Halloween, obviously, and I was part of the zombie scene, and because we were all of the people that volunteered to and ended up in the zombie scene were all women. I had short hair, so I got to be the boy zombie. So I got to do drag for the first time in my life, and that was pretty fun.
I like it.
Anyway, the whole point of me bringing this up is that I didn't actually put face paint on my face for that. I still did, like, I had a bunch of prosthetics and stuff, but my skin tone was still relatively normal. So you could get away with, like, as long as you're not, like, you could find, like, prosthetics and adhesives and stuff that you weren't allergic to.
Yeah.
You could get around not doing the face, like, actual face paint.
And quite honestly, it does kind of, like, somewhat fulfill my desire to scare small children whenever I walk past, so.
I will say, my roommates at the time hated me because, and that's actually how I found out my roommate that I was sharing a bathroom with was allergic to latex.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, apparently it was fine. It only happened one time, but I didn't clean up well enough, and she told me afterwards, and it was like, you knew what I was doing. So please, I have a tangent story. But please, for the love of God, if you ever have an allergy to something and somebody is doing something with that allergy, you need to tell them. Like, even if you think you have told them before, advocate for yourself, my guys. Because I had this teenager when I was still doing troop stuff for Girl Scouts, and we went outside. We had our whole meeting outside in the grass, and I asked, child, as we came in, I was like, "Hey, child, are you okay?" Because she was like itching her arms and stuff, and her arms were getting really red, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And child was like, "Yeah, I'm allergic to grass."
Sorry.
Like, why the fuck didn't you tell me? And she looked like, because I literally was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, it'll be fine, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll just, like, I'll have my mom, like, I'll get a Benadryl when I go home." And so once I determined that she was, not dying on my watch, I was like, "What the hell, man?"
Yeah.
I don't think I actually cursed at her, but you know what I mean? Like, it was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And she was like,
yeah.
Like, advocate for yourself.
Exactly. Like, anyway, I am that person too, because I painted someone blue during a con, and had an allergic reaction to it, and then obviously we had to get the paint off,
Uh-huh.
So we used a paint removal spray, and guess who was also allergic to that, and had respiratory issues for the next, 2 months. So
Well, I
advocate for
mean,
yourself, guys.
like you were half the reason why my Tafiti costume, my arms were the trick where you
Mhm.
use leggings.
I appreciate you.
The other half was that it was a winter convention and I wanted
Yeah.
sleeves.
Fair.
But like you were like that way I only put face paint on my face and I could keep it as minimal as possible. I still think you had some issues, but it
Mhm.
was not like I painted my whole body green.
Yep.
Um
And I appreciate that.
or like, like you that's the other thing too is like y'all need to what extent you can, please accommodate other people's allergies.
It's not like we have them for fun. Just gonna
Yeah.
point that out there.
I My aunt is one of those people who I honestly I think exaggerates the truth. I'm not calling her a liar, but I'm not calling her a truther, you know what I mean? Uh but like there are people that will like exaggerate those circumstances,
Mhm.
but it's just safer to just, and I think that like very much like with this instance with like the zombie face paint, like it's like, okay, yeah, we would if we had to wear zombie face paint every day or makeup every day,
Mhm.
we would find a way to, maybe more natural,
Yeah.
non things that you'd be allergic to kind
Yeah.
of deal.
Or
Still
I
better
just
than
eventually die over zombie face paint, just so that I don't have to deal with bed bugs once a year.
honestly, that's such a mood though. Like, nah, I'm really that invested in not dealing with bed bugs.
Literally, I don't want it. They're
Uh-huh.
icky. All right, shall we play our game?
Yes.
All right, we are on
Um,
chapter 10. And this takes forever to load, so we're loading it up now. We don't
is
really
this
have.
our,
Mhm.
is this our last chapter?
This is our last chapter. Which is why I'm concerned, because we've got a lot of people alive.
Yeah. Either
Like,
that or this is gonna be a really bloody stream.
which I'm okay with that. Like, come on. This
I'm
needs to be
still
one.
I'm still excited for the stream the playthrough where we try not to kill anybody. Because I think technically with this game I think there's like a run through that you can save as far as like not killing anybody.
Mhm.
You can save all of the counselors and still kill off Hackett's. And
Ooh.
then there is a run through that you could save everybody.
Ooh. Okay.
So we can still
We can still do
kill the
both.
we can still figure out how to kill Mama Hackett.
Okay. Well,
Oh, hey, and Dylan's with us this time too. So
worse than it already is, right? Great. Just like the cartoons.
I still don't know how he's walking around with his hand cut off.
How do you figure?
Yeah.
They don't like water, remember?
Right. Oh, we should have just been swimming in the lake all night.
And die of hypothermia? No.
Duh.
All right, well,
I think I'd
we're good
rather
now.
deal with being hypothermic than getting
Night's
ripped
not over
apart
yet.
by a werewolf,
These
but
fuckers
that's
know
just
we're
me.
And they're coming back with a
I've
chance
experienced hypothermia. I don't want to experience being
Gotta
ripped
get a
apart by a werewolf.
I mean, it is a new experience, so.
God, I remember a different camp that I worked at. So we had to do
There we go.
these canoe tests,
Mhm.
basically. And when I was a kid, the camp I grew up at made everybody do it, and I hated it. But then as an adult, they changed the rules so only like the counselors had to know how to do rescues. Basically, the idea is you would be able to assist if a canoe of campers tipped over.
Mhm.
You would be able to rescue the boat essentially. So get them, flip the boat, get it like drain it of water, all while being in the middle of a lake. Like, if you're ever interested, I can explain this whole process. Anyway, we were doing staff training, and it was raining and cold, and it cleared up long enough, but it was still cold that our like our admin staff was like, hey, let's go out and do canoe tests.
Mhm.
And we were maybe out there for an hour, and I'm looking around, and I was done at that point. I was one of the like first ones because I wanted to get it over with. And I'm looking around at everybody else, and I'm like, hey guys, we should be done. Like, we need to stop because like that girl over there is pretty fucking blue.
How long has this guy been here?
Literally, like, I think we had 5 different counselors
A
that
long
all got
time ago.
hypothermia, and nobody
Oh my
fucking
God.
Long
listened to
enough
me.
ago that it was
And I
okay
was like, we
have an
need to
oil painting
stop.
of yourself.
Anyway,
Seriously.
Oil painting of me now.
I have many a story that the tagline is, and no one listened to Lemur.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should prepare for attack.
We've already looked at all the things in here, so.
Exactly. I told you so. Anyway, that's exactly that specific scenario is why I know 100% what to do when someone has hypothermia.
Mates for life, we're proud to say. Shout it, Stratton, shout it loud. We're Hacketeers.
This is what we do
2 months and you never learn the
to
words?
prepare for attack? Camp chants?
Sometimes, man, it helps.
Maybe it's because I didn't go to summer camp.
There was have I talked about the man who went missing and died in our lake on stream?
I don't believe so on stream.
I'm full of all kinds of camp stories.
Showtime,
I mean, I did,
motherfuckers.
go to Girl Scout camp for like 15 years.
Mhm.
So so the last summer I worked at camp, there was the camp that I worked at shares a lake with a national park,
Keep it together.
which had a
Not long till
campground.
Mhm.
Basically, so he wasn't
What was that?
with our group, and he had gone out like Friday night. He had been drinking. Red flag number 1.
Mhm.
He wasn't wearing a life jacket. Red flag number 2, and he went kayaking alone. Red
Oh.
flag number 3.
Even I know
Don't
you're
do-
not supposed to do that alone.
Never go boating alone. Her eyes yellow.
Yeah, that's what I just noticed.
Shit, is she infected?
Oh shit, she did get infected. Remember during the car thing in the junkyard last stream?
Oh shit. Okay.
I spaced that completely.
I forgot. Oh,
Run or
no.
wait.
Run. Run.
Let's go.
Anyway, he basically, he ended up drowning in the lake,
Mhm.
right? And we didn't find out that they had found out he had actually died. And they found him because they found him Sunday. We didn't find out till like
Oh my god.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
I gotta help her.
And it was this whole thing. Anyway, so Sunday night or Monday night rolls around, and I get a call on the radio from some of our counselors being like, yo, we think there's a man in the bushes. And of course, really shittily, a lot of the staff were afraid of this guy because someone had said,
Beamer window.
Beam. Someone had said that he had schizophrenia, and it's like, y'all, okay. Anyway, so basically I had to go like walk around their unit to prove to them that there wasn't a man in the bushes. And let me tell you, camp songs helped me get through that because I had to walk around beating some bushes with a stick. Oh no.
We are not doing this. Hello.
Oh,
Goodbye.
yucky. Oh, honey, Abby.
Oh.
Oh, shit. That's not Abby. We skipped back to... Oh no. Oh,
Did that kill us?
I don't know. No. I got Caitlin, thank you. We had been... The last time I was really fully paying attention and not telling my story, we were with Abby. I'm so sorry, everybody. I feel bad for Caitlin. Truly, she's the one that I'm going to be upset about killing the most.
Yeah. I mean, it's daylight now, I guess.
Is it?
What
shit.
the hell?
It's been an interesting night, wouldn't you agree? The cycle continues, for some at least. I
That was
have
a
to
very
admit,
short
you've
chapter.
disappointed me,
Yeah.
but not as much as you could
We
have
unlock
done.
a new chapter?
We're bonded now, you and I. And though the full moon will come again, and the curse remains, this night is over. Don't worry.
What?
I'll never forget
What?
we did here. But don't you dare ever step foot in Hackett's Quarry again. If I see you poking your nose where it doesn't belong, I will never stop haunting you. Wherever you go, I'll be right behind
Never
you.
go on.
That was it?
Breath on your neck.
What happened to
It's just out of
Dylan?
sight.
Yeah,
If you
literally
ever
what
come
happened to
back,
like
I
everybody.
will haunt you until the day you die.
And Abby, like,
Yeah, I think she's pissed at us because of her cards. Yeah, there's so many people still alive. What?
what? Okay, so I have to say, that was less satisfying than it should have been.
Yeah, I was like fucking ready.
And like, what about Max?
Yeah.
Like, granted, no one is left alive to save him, but, or you know, like, murder him. Okay, he's remains infected with the werewolf curse. Emma died by Max.
Yeah, we're gonna get a breakdown of what happened,
Yeah,
I assume, to everybody.
you know, as soon as it comes back. Hello. For anyone who is concerned, yes, it is a black screen for me too. There's
That's
finally
about
the
to
loading
ask.
thing.
I was 2 seconds away from asking.
Ryan was
Oh.
killed by Chris.
What a picture. I forgot he died.
Laura and Travis killed each other. Travis died trying to kill Laura. Bobby lived. Jedediah lived. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Nick
is such
died.
this song.
Yeah, I know. Kaylee died, obviously.
And sit down.
And we're back to the black screen.
Woo.
Okay, Jacob died. Saw that one. That was... Chris is still
Yeah.
infected. He looks very confused.
I'm also confused, Chris.
Yeah. Abby lived. Because she stayed in the surveillance room. Caitlin lived, but is still infected. I have never failed so badly. And Dylan lived. At murdering people.
What the fuck?
And Caleb is
well,
just...
I guess we didn't kill Caleb.
We did not. He's just sitting in the fireplace.
Sorry, Maverick. You need to scratch your face, honey. Sorry.
It's so irritating that it's not easier to replay this game. Because, God, I want to give it another shot. And figure out where we went wrong.
Maverick, no.
And the White Wolf is still alive. Which means I don't know why she's so pissed at us. Like, we did absolutely fucking nothing.
Probably the cards.
Well,
Maybe we should have gone into this the playthrough plan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bodies pile up after summer camp massacre.
Yeah, okay. So, hello, little crow.
Oh,
How you doing, buddy?
bird friend.
Okay. We are going to... do I want to do that? No, because we don't have full save data yet. So I guess we get to...
Kind of a gross way to put it, no? Why make a pile?
I think it's metaphorical.
There's no
At least
skip.
I hope it's metaphorical.
There is also no skip on this.
I thought we were
So,
done with Hackett's
the
Quarry
fuck?
thing.
Not this Hackett's Quarry thing.
What was this, like 3 months ago?
Why are
Old
you
news,
crying,
dude.
honey?
Anton, introductions first. We are Bizarre Yet Bonafide, the podcast of the paranormal.
Guess we'll find out what happens
And
when you don't collect any
we
evidence.
explore the possibility
Yeah.
of supernatural involvement in real life, everyday occurrences.
And that's exactly what they are. Real life, everyday occurrences.
With a shadow of spiritual, supernatural occurrences.
No.
So, Hackett's Quarry.
Right. What have you got for me?
Well, nothing. But it's kind of mysterious, right?
No.
But it's just their local paper. Why isn't this a national story? Where are the families of the victims? Why is everything so hush-hush?
Not everyone wants their 15 minutes of fame, especially when it comes to the death of loved ones. Think how many people are killed or go missing every year. Not everything makes the national news.
But something about this just screams weird to me.
Listen, dude, the cold hard truth is that sometimes things really are just exactly as they seem. Sometimes a cigar's just a cigar.
What?
What?
But
Look, whatever. Grace, you're missing the point of all of this. These kids went to summer camp expecting to have the time of their lives, and they had a whole future ahead of them that was snatched away.
yeah.
This was nothing more than a tragedy. It's unnatural, sure, all that bloodshed, but there's nothing supernatural about it. Some people are just evil.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. Some people are just evil.
Thank you.
And then they die and their ghost comes
Oh
to
my
continue
God.
its evil campaign.
Okay, the good news is
Really got nothing, huh?
it's really easy to kill all the Hacketts.
Why are we even doing this?
We
Oh,
can do it in
good.
2 chapters.
I feel like
So,
there was a loose end and we
and
needed
we can
to-
do it off of this
Stick
current
it on.
playthrough.
Sure.
Cool.
Why
Well,
not?
in theory.
Hackett's Quarry.
Um,
Bizarre. Not bona fide.
Sorry,
You'd
are you
think
looking up
with
or
all
coming
that
up with a
went
game
down
plan
there,
here?
Yeah.
somebody would have at least
we'll see
picked
if
up
it
some
will give me
evidence.
the
Not
full
get a little bit, even if you're going through it really fast.
I
You'd think that
know.
you'd be able to get
like
some
game completed thing,
It
so I can
almost
just skip
speaks
to
a
chapter
lack
9.
of curiosity, which makes me worried about
It's
this.
like
But-
they weren't even trying.
Constance is
Yeah.
first.
Like they purposely avoided
Because we've seen
getting
Kaylee
Or
get
they were
shot
just
twice now. We can't
lazy.
save her.
lazy,
So,
dumb.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
think
I'm not
she's
saying
because I
that
mean it
whatever
happens
happened wasn't
outside
weird,
of
but I just
us
can't
making
honestly
choices.
say
Mhm.
anything else
So I
about it.
think Kaylee's one
Well,
that
you
always
heard
has
it
to
here
die.
first,
Yeah.
folks.
Kind of
Hackett's
like
Quarry summer
spoiler
camp
alert,
remains shrouded in
you know,
mystery
like
because
the
my
the
friend
twins at the
Anton
beginning of
here,
Until Dawn
we
always
are
have
just
to
friends
go
that would
through.
ask
Mhm.
about our natural chemistry
And like
comments.
again, spoiler alert,
As
or like
usual,
Josh always gets
Anton
air
cannot be
quotes cut in
convinced.
half,
I
Yep.
hope you had fun
Um,
anyways, and don't
even though
worry,
he doesn't.
we're
He does
always
not.
on the hunt for supernatural occurrences.
Or natural occurrences.
Supernatural
I love that
occurrences
game.
are
I
actually
miss
more
it.
interested in super because super is better than
One of these
nothing.
days we should replay
We
it.
hope that one
We
day
should, and
Since
then
it was
like you know,
prove
The first
one
game that we ever
is
played on
bizarre,
stream.
Yet bona
Yeah.
fide. For now, though,
Maverick.
I guess some things are better left in the dark. The only people who will
Maverick,
ever
I know
know
you
the
had
truth
dinner.
about
I
the
understand that I still have my
experience
dinner,
these
but I
things.
need you to chill
As
out, my
for
guy.
us,
But-
we're just happy
but-
you're listening.
But Mom,
Thank you, and see you next time, bona fiders.
You gotta stop calling them that.
Bona fighters.
Hackett's Quarry summer camp closed for goods. After
Oh.
tragic events that led to death, destruction, and trauma, sources have revealed that Hackett's Quarry summer camp has been condemned indefinitely. Quite honestly, they should not have had a summer camp there to begin with.
No.
So,
Well, I think we talked about this at one point. She might as well call them boners. But like, I think it's because of the fact, like the lack of, like that the quarry ran dry is why there's a,
mhm.
you know, that's why there's a summer camp.
Who wants to? I mean, I guess technically
course.
Girl Scout camp is kind of like this, but like, do you really send your kids out to the middle of the like forest and with some strangers and go, okay, honey, have fun? Like,
Yeah. That's the
That-
highlight of my summer.
there is something about that that doesn't feel like responsible parenting to me, but also I'm not a parent, so.
Well, like, like you find a place that you trust. Granted, like Girl Scouts in the late 90s, early 2000s is very different than what Girl Scout camp looks like now.
Mhm.
Because like when I was a kid, they would let us, we would get, like basically we would wake up, we would go to breakfast, we would have our mornings were usually our structured, like this is the time that we're doing the stuff that you're here for.
Mhm.
Like so each camp would be like themed. So that's when we would have structured like like archery time, or there'd be like structured craft time, like this is when you're doing those things.
Mhm.
And then we'd have lunch, and then we'd go back to our cabins for an hour called me time. Basically it's if you want to take a nap or whatever, and because like especially like little kids need it, but it's helpful if the whole camp shuts up at the same time.
Mhm.
And like when you're older too, like that's that's actually how that's what I would read a lot during those hours. But basically the afternoon was like free game. One time we kidnapped a group of my friends, and I kidnapped one of the KitchenAids and tied her to the flagpole.
Oh.
That's a thing
Okay.
we did. She thought it was very funny. But like that wouldn't fly out.
Yeah. I can imagine not.
Yeah, so.
I like it.
And also, like I exchanged like contact information with my counselors, and like we were like was like pen pals with them, and now it's very much like, oh no, don't give children your personal information.
I mean, you've been a counselor before. Would you be comfortable if
No.
Yeah.
Like yeah, no. I've had now granted, like having been this camper, I don't understand why I was surprised by this, but I mean like I've had kids. Now granted, their social media was I didn't get into MySpace until like maybe not that long before it was no longer the thing. So like I wasn't like finding my counselors on MySpace,
Mhm.
but I've had kids find me on like Facebook. And at least with Facebook you have to like send the request. I could be like, ooh, no, a child, decline.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh my god. Speaking of, so we had a rule my last the year that I was an administrator, that basically like the four of us that were administrators were all friends because we had been. I had known them anywhere from at that point, like I had met them between like the ages of 13 and 16.
Mhm.
So like we had known each other for a while already. But we basically had a rule that it's like we're not going to add you on Facebook. At the end of the summer you can add us if you want, but whatever, like that way, because kind of like having that boundary
Yeah.
between like admin and the rest of the staff kind of thing. And so we do this like it's like the last one of our we start closing up at the end of the summer. Jesus. And we're all like, okay, yeah, you guys can add us if you want. And one of one of the staff members looks at the other program director and goes like, hey, I can't find you. And she's like, huh, that's weird, because she had her blocked from when she was a camper and had tried to find her before. It's very funny.
Yeah.
A wild time.
I will say I have not been on Facebook since I think the beginning of the pandemic, because I got pissed off and decided not to ever log on again. So my Facebook friends may think I'm dead, which keep thinking it. But like I hated when people would find you and you would be like, oh no, not that person. Like I don't want to talk to that person.
The utter bullshit of so I think it was literally like from May to July of like, so the month before I graduated high school to the month after. So I graduated the beginning of June. So this was like a 3-month span of literally everyone who I possibly had met at some point in my like education was trying to friend me. And like literally, like I got a friend request from a girl that like my last interaction with her was her mercilessly bullying me. And it's for stupid shit too. Like anyway, it doesn't matter. But like it just, God, everybody was coming out of the goddamn woodwork, and it's like, or like, it's just like I had a class with you. I don't even know like anything about you, and everybody's just fucking adding people, and it was like, are you shitting?
Right?
Like, no, I don't want to be friends with any of you. It basically it gave me really strong vibes. I think it was I can't remember if it was my freshman or my sophomore year. I was in a class and I was sitting next to a senior, and she got mad at me because she had basically, the argument we were having was, her stance was that someday I was going to miss high school. Someday I was going to, like, these would be the good old days, and someday, and like very much, like she's a senior, I think I was actually a freshman. But like I still have a lot of high school left to go. And she was like, this is the best time of your life, and it's like, I fucking hope it's not.
You really
if this is as good as it's gonna get, I might as well just die.
Seriously, like, what is the point of living beyond that then? I've never understood that. Like,
but no, she basically was like, eventually, like someday, like in 10 years, like I'm gonna message you, and we're not friends anymore on Facebook, so like that's not gonna happen. But like, I'm gonna message you, and you're gonna miss high school, and I can tell you right now that we're going on. We're 12 years, no, 12, 11 years
11
now.
years now, yeah.
Not a single fucking day.
No, I gotta say, like, I don't miss it at all.
Don't miss it. I mean, like, good for you if you had a good time in high school. I really hope that wasn't the best part of your life, though, even if you had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. I didn't have a bad time in high school. Like, I was a teenager, obviously in a new country, and that was, like, comes along with a lot of shit. But, like, I wouldn't say it was, like, a bad time necessarily. Yeah. But I would not go back. Like, I am a much different person now than I was back then, and I actually kind of enjoy that.
Well, see, and that's where, like, I do want to, like, put in the caveat for, like, full context. I mean, like, I was actively, like looking at high school, it's like I was actively in a, like, horrible abusive friendship. But, like, beyond that, like, I really wasn't getting bullied. It was just that one person throwing a monkey wrench in my whole life, and she was under the guise of being my best friend, so adults let her.
Fuck her.
But like, it really wasn't that bad. But, like, if you, like, even just, like, comparing, like, 16-year-old me to 26-year-old me, like, I was much happier with myself at 26. I'm much happier with myself at 29.
Yeah.
Like, than I ever was. And that's, to me, that's the point.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think we've talked about this on stream before, but it's like, I'm excited to get to know, like, 40-year-old me. I hope she's a better person than who I am today, Like, I hope she has learned a lot, like, because, I mean, that's rounding wise, like, close to, 10 or 11 years, depending on how you want to round how close I am to 40.
Yeah.
But, like, I hope she's a much better person than I am now.
Yeah. And, like, here's the thing. For, 40-year-old me or whatever, I hope that 40-year-old me has a lot of experiences that she can look back on, good, bad, whatever. Like, I just want her to have a lot of experiences.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
sorry, I was chewing.
No, you're good.
yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's like I hope, because I can like look back and like be like I can look on myself with kindness,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's where it's like I hope, I don't look back and be like, oh god, 29 was a bad year. That's more so the hope there, but
Mm-hmm. I love this like very heartwarming like guitar music as we talk about, like
it fits better than the really peppy music during the death montages.
yeah, like I don't understand what happened there.
Let's see. Yeah, in the case of LinkedIn, expanding your network is good.
I hate LinkedIn, I'll be completely honest. Like, and I should point out, like, I work in cybersecurity, so I get hammered by recruiters. So,
my work, so Halloween is coming, and so last year we had our costume contest. Basically, you emailed in photos of yourself, and then there was a certain group of people that decided who won. This year, they want us to post our pictures on LinkedIn and then tag company that I work for.
No, I don't think so.
And it's like, okay, no, first of all.
My work does not need to see a picture of me dressed as a snail, thanks.
Well, like that's the other thing too. It's like, okay, so like I'm gonna wear my Scarlet Witch outfit that I wore to California Adventure back in May. I'm winterizing it because it's supposed to be. It's actually fall now in Oregon, which is nice. It's supposed to rain for the next week, which I'm so fucking stoked about. But yeah, so it's finally fall here. And so I need to, fallized, winterized my costume, because if you haven't seen the pictures of me in that costume, it is my Twitter profile picture, I think. And I have it everywhere right now. But it does not have sleeves. And though I have the warmth and the extra padding to be warmer, I'm gonna fucking die. But still, it's this moment of like, why are we posting this on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Because not that I want my work to actively be thinking about me leaving, but like, I also don't want prospective employers to go look at my LinkedIn and see me in a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Not that that's not not that I would be embarrassed by that. But I would rather them be like, okay, well, we're going to check her Instagram presence, see if there's anything weird there. That's where they can see that I'm a fucking, like, nerd. Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to find that than on my professional, like, LinkedIn. Like, no.
No, like, no.
No.
Why would you do it there?
Yeah, no. Anyway, fuck that. Going back to if there's anything I miss about high school, it's the people I got along with. School in general is not a good framework for me. Yeah, I had good other friends. Like I had my high school took part in the Gates Initiative, where we were split into 4 academically. And so, which that honestly was the one blessing about that, was that my air quotes friend was in a different school than me. So during school hours, we were not together ever, because we went to different schools essentially, which was nice. But I went to the health and public services focused area. And so I ended up with a bunch of preps and jocks and, and cheerleaders and shit. And they were all really nice. Nobody, they were all very nice to me, because I was the one with glasses and smart. So, which is hilarious, because I am now the one with glasses and stupid. But
I feel that in my soul.
It's I don't know why you think me wearing glasses means I'm smart. I'm actually kind of dumb, but thank you.
I appreciate the thought.
You know, but it was also like the perks of I was the one art kid. So anytime, excuse me, anytime we had to do a poster or anything, everybody was like, "Oh my god, we gotta be on Lemur's team because she's gonna do the poster." But yeah, you know, like, but yeah, that's just, I think the general, like, because you had that, like, at least I hope, you know, I had that group of people that I connected with, and I also had, like, outside of that, I had Girl Scouts, so I had, or in Girl Scout camp, and that's where actually most of the people I was friends with in high school age were because, like, that I'm still friends with, are because I knew them from Girl Scout camp. Most of my friends that I interact with on a regular basis now, I met in college or after.
Yeah, like,
I have one friend that we don't talk that much at all, that was in my grade in high school. I have other friends, like, my old roommate is a year younger than me. So technically we went to high school together. But the one friend that is my age that we were in the same class, I mean, like,
there we go.
her parents live across the street from my parents. Like, I've known her for a very long time. But I don't hang out with anybody.
Yeah, no. I have really soured on a lot of the people that I hung out with in high school. So, all right, we now have chapter select, so we're going to go back to chapter 9, and we're going to kill off all the Hacketts, because that was bullshit. And I need blood now. So.
Biggest high school, or the biggest club in my high school is basically this huge nerd group called Fandomania. So one of the founding members was my sister's boyfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was on my high school's golf team.
I like it.
The scrapyard? Nah. Just seen the sign on my way to camp.
Girl Scouts was definitely my extracurricular, so I didn't really do anything like high
just,
school or
like,
school wise.
to the main road.
I was in our school band,
This is all
to the
Hackett
point that
property. The
I
main
would
road's
skip my
gonna be
math
a
classes
mile
my
that
senior
way.
year to direct our
Wait, how do I know so
freshman
much
band.
about everything they need?
Oh.
Shut up. So basically,
And
it's
I'd like to point
another
out, I
hour
still
walk
passed
to
my
the main
math
road,
class, so.
and at least another 3 to 4 hour walk until we hit
I
the
got to
nearest
drop math my
whatever.
senior year.
Yeah.
Because you had to take either 3 years of math or
Let's
up
just keep
through
moving.
algebra 2.
Uh-huh.
And I took algebra 2 my junior year, so technically I didn't need it
Yeah.
to graduate. And
I guess this is me
my teacher was very
What?
combative
You're gonna look
my
great with
senior
the
year.
hook.
Mhm.
I can call you
And basically
Cook
it
Face.
was like a small, like, I was maybe like one of maybe 4 seniors in the class,
Mhm.
and the rest
Yeah,
were
I
all
guess it's pretty
juniors who had to
unique.
take the class because they
I
needed
could
3
get
years
different
of math
attachments
to
for
to,
it.
to
Yeah,
go
man.
through the
Lean into
Oregon
it.
standards.
One hell of a
Right.
story, too.
And they
Yeah,
all
I guess that's
hated
something
him,
to
and
talk
like
about
it
on the
was
radio station.
We're
vicious,
all
like
gonna be
how
laughing about this
awful
in a few
he
years.
was and how
You,
awful they
me,
were to him.
maybe even Ryan.
And eventually my mom was like, no, we're pulling her from that. And we actually had to like fight my
Got
principal on it because
close at
she was
the
like,
fire
well,
pit
like,
back there.
Stephanie's
Am
like
I
the only
crazy
one
or
who
was
isn't
something
mean to
about
him. And it's like, that's not the reason to keep her in this
He's always
class.
next to you,
Like,
right?
Yeah.
anyway,
Let's
yeah,
get
I
you
didn't.
this offer.
And I've maybe taken, did I take math in college?
I took
I maybe have
math.
taken like
Anyway, it looks
one
like we're
math
finally
class.
Orion's
I think I
tired.
tested out of it at my
Confident.
community college.
Like,
Heroic.
I took it
So I-
because
With my
for a
path.
bit I thought I was going to be a
Surprise.
computer science major.
Maybe
So I
she
took
shivers
one
his
math
timbers.
class, and I got a
There.
B in it, but then I sat there and went, I don't want to do any more of this.
Yeah.
And dropped it.
I maybe have taken one math class in the last 11 years of my life.
Relax.
I
It's not
can't.
so sensitive.
I
Okay.
still use a calculator to do
think.
basic math, and
Oh, look,
it is not a good look on me,
Ew,
I'm aware,
come
but
this way.
also I work with computers all the time. I always have a calculator nearby.
Well, exactly. And I mean, my favorite thing is I have this vivid memory of like my like one of my elementary school math teachers being like, you'll never, like, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket all the time. Bitch. Smartphones.
Yeah.
Um, No, I always
Everybody
double
just
check my math
relax.
Can't
because
shoot what
I
you
deal
can't see,
with
darling.
numbers and like, so I deal with money, right? I don't actually like deal with like actual like physical money, but you know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the numbers I type in
All right.
are. Oh,
It's gotcha.
Getting ready to murder her.
You'll pay for what you did to my Kaylee.
Oh, fuck you. I've killed you hopefully 3 times now. Goodbye.
so if you fail that, do you not shoot her?
You do not kill her. Indeed.
Okay.
We've just passed it every time.
Everybody
For-
stop!
It's time for the third annual gun safety talk. You don't do that.
Also,
Literally,
if you blow someone's face off, CPR is not the right way to deal with it.
grief does funny things to people.
That is true. Also,
yeah,
old
so-
man, you're next.
But yeah, so don't ever. Rule 1: don't ever point your gun or projectile weapon at something that you were not prepared to fire that thing at.
Mm-hmm.
And don't wrestle somebody for that projectile weapon.
Yeah.
You will get shot in the face.
Travis.
It's my gun safety rant.
Laura stands there way too long.
I would have. The second he started doing CPR,
Yeah, like I would have been
have
out of there.
gone.
As soon as I pulled the trigger, like, nope, bye.
Yeah, the second, like, you know, maybe like a second of shock to process what I just did, and then I'd be gone.
Yep, bye. Like, oh shit, I fucked up. All right.
Especially in this instance.
Yeah, really.
Like if it,
Oh, buddy, yeah, you're not having a good day.
Alright, that's not good.
No, we're not going to pull the knife out this time. You didn't die fast enough last time, my dude, for me to justify that.
I'm not doing that.
also, you know, first aid voice here.
Yeah,
Don't
do that. Exactly.
If you have something in you that's that bad, it's better from a first aid standpoint. Actual camp counselor here.
If you want to keep the blood inside the
Leave it in.
body, keep the plug in.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah, you're right. Like that's 100% what's happening. If you want to know the science behind it, is that knife is basically creating a stopper. We should.
We're gonna hide.
We're gonna hide. Okay, good. I was like, block the door, maybe, but hide is also good. But yeah, so that basically plugs the wound. If you are not prepared for all the blood that comes out when you take it out, you should not take it out. Because basically, you are just unleashing literal floodgates. We did have a whole Phoenix Wright case about it. I love getting on high horses if that's not been the evident at all. I guess not really a high horse. I just like talking about things that I know. Because sometimes I do know things.
You do. Okay, hurry the fuck up, dude.
Okay, so you know, you are actively knowing what we have to do to kill all the Hacketts?
Yep.
Okay.
I have a walkthrough. If IGN is wrong, we will blame them. Please excuse me. You don't see me.
I'm close. Stand by. Over.
I'm still of the camp, though, that, like, the one Hackett I do truly feel bad for is Chris. And, like, I feel bad for Chris and his kids.
I don't know. Like, Bobby doesn't seem to be...
Yeah, Bobby. We'll give Bobby the, you know. But, like, so obviously, Travis, the cop, is actively holding
from me in my own house, fucker.
2 people hostage.
You're a fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, beyond, you know, our other gripes with this man. You know, like, he's actively imprisoning people.
Mhm.
So, you know, bad choice there. The mom is a piece of work.
Oh yeah.
The uncle, maybe? Because he's not the dad. I don't know. The old man. But, you know, like,
Yeah.
I feel bad for Chris, Bobby, and then the kids.
Yeah, I mean, especially since the kids were just trying to save the other kid.
Yeah.
Come on. It is not your time yet. It will be.
I can hear you breathing, little girl.
I'm holding my goddamn breath. How can you hear me breathing?
I hate that. Don't ever say that to someone.
Separately.
How did he not see her?
I think he probably did. She runs so weird, and every time I think about it, it's like, what are you doing, ma'am? How do you run without moving your hips? Alright, time to walk around some more. Because we are back in walking simulator mode. I can't believe you cannot run in this game, like...
It's weird.
I get it. They don't want chase scenes or whatever, but like... Oh, nothing in there. Aha, this is a hallway. Alright, here we go. Fine, we'll grab a goddamn card. See if she bitches me
Our
out.
first tarot card.
Well, hi there.
I like that they ruined their own jump scare by just playing the music without seeing him.
I know.
We ain't playing games no more, little girl.
Try me, motherfucker.
You know something? I ain't got enough silver to kill you, but I sure to hell can make you suffer.
This is a teenager who has been locked in a jail cell for 2 months. Like, you think you're going to murder her?
Yeah. Also is infected.
Yeah. And just murdered your wife, so. I think it's time to fuck him up. I think this is the first time we've murdered him.
Yeah, but he didn't kill him last time.
Damn, it was harder to kill her.
Jesus. That was cold-blooded.
I do not mind it. Fuck him.
That's what you get for raising a cop's son.
Exactly. It's what you get for having a weird, like, electric fence in your basement that you keep people in, like...
Hey!
How does he
Hello?
not see? Is he not supposed to see?
Travis is devastated. I mean, I guess that is now both of his parents. He is
Is he-
very much going to want to murder us.
Yeah, it's so life. I understand.
Sorry, what were you going to ask?
Wait!
Is he actually the dad, the old man?
I don't know. I assume so. He is a Hackett, according to the
Well, yeah.
walkthrough, so...
This isn't gonna be too pleasant for you, I promise you that.
Sorry, buddy, you're next.
Oh, rip, Bobby.
I know, buddy. I don't necessarily think you understand what you're doing, but And at least this time we're not leaving a trail. We're just leaving the door open behind us.
Stupid.
I get it, Ryan. You're like dying, but hello. Who's there?
Oh.
I've had to hold my breath way too many times already in this chapter.
Is anybody else in video games? Obviously not right now because I'm talking. But you know, when your character has to like hold their breath or they're swimming or whatever, do you also hold your breath?
I do not, because I would have died when we were playing Kingdom Hearts and did Atlantica.
Well, but you're a merman, so you breathe underwater. It's different.
I guess that's true, yeah.
No, there's when I was a kid, whenever I'd watch Spirited Away,
Mhm.
I would hold my breath whenever, like, when Chihiro was walking across the bridge, because she's supposed to hold her breath so that the spirits don't see her and she fucks up.
Oh, that's so cute. You used to hold it with you?
You gotta help me.
Yeah.
I do? Yeah, I promise. I want
You know,
someone to
granted,
anything.
my
No,
circumstances were
Family
better
first.
because I wasn't
Besides, I'll
actively
get in
trying to
trouble.
hide from spirits, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I used to do that a lot as a kid.
Oh, right in the boob.
Oh,
You
right, that's
stabbed
it.
me. Yeah, fucking hurts, don't it? I ain't never been stabbed before.
Well, it's the first time for everything, Bobby.
Ow,
Right in the
I'm
nipple.
so sorry.
really hurts. Dad!
I mean, clearly he's not going to die from this, so.
I do feel bad for stabbing him.
I just love how he calls for his dad right after.
Oh boy. Wolf. Wolfie.
Wolfie.
It's me.
What the fuck happened to you?
Yeah, don't stab
Oh,
people
you
if
know,
you aren't ready to
nothing
get
out of the
stabbed.
ordinary.
Exactly.
Oh, Ryan.
Oh, how bad is it?
We should bite him.
Yeah, I think we're going to bite him, if only so
Because
that we
if-
don't have to deal with her bullshit.
I'm so sorry.
Well, because if Chris dies, then we're all fine.
That bad, huh?
Like, if we're gonna kill all the Hacketts,
True, yeah.
then we're fine.
Yeah, it
We
doesn't
should
really
try and
matter.
fix
Plus,
it.
I think we can kill everyone this chapter,
Whatever
so
this
we
is.
don't even have to get to the end.
First, Max. How you?
Let's see. We'll be sympathetic.
He's calling for his dad, but he doesn't know he's an orphan. Aw,
Oh.
I didn't let you come here.
too
I
soon.
shouldn't have let you come.
But like, fuck that guy, but
You're
also,
not the
oh,
boss.
I'm only sad because I feel bad for Bobby. That's it.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Look, let me just say, if they lived long enough, they should have gotten therapy. They're all going to die
Am I
here,
dying?
but
You've lost a lot of blood.
But it'll heal though, right?
Bite him. Bite him. Excuse me.
it'll heal though, right?
Bite.
Right?
Bite.
Wait. Maybe it will.
I saw this video on. This makes me think of this video I saw on TikTok within the last
Ryan.
couple of days.
Mhm.
What day? I don't know because time
If
is an
you
illusion.
let me
Exactly.
bite you-
But basically, it was
if
the
you
gist
let me
was,
bite you, it means you'll
if
be
you're really my
infected.
friend, if you ever turned
which
into a
means-
vampire, you would at
Which
least
means that
offer
you'll
to turn
heal.
me into one too.
Yeah,
Same
but
instance
it
here.
also means-
Yeah.
Are you really
I got it,
friends if
big
you
bad
don't
wolf.
offer to turn your friend also into an undead being?
Exactly.
I don't have much time. I can feel it like it's fighting to get out. If you let me bite you and you heal, then
Then I have to kill Chris.
Oh, buddy, we're gonna kill Chris.
it's not killing Chris, it's killing a werewolf. It's saving your own life and mine and Max's and your friends too.
You know, I'm
Let you
very
bite me.
curious about, like we had quite a few
Love to
werewolves
kill
left
Chris
last time
Hackett.
because we didn't kill Chris, right?
Or
Uh-huh.
bleed out and die.
Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
what happens after that? Like,
It's your call.
what, they've got 28 days or whatever, however long the moon phase is?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna guess they all went home.
I mean, or they don't, except, you know, because you don't want to, like, go home and potentially infect your family.
Yeah, I mean, like, but how many of them know that's what it is?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Nice and tender for you.
Maverick, you've had the bowl.
But, Mom.
Mom, I want to lick my spit. She...
No, we're not gonna pull away.
seems a little too, like, into this. Like, not in a, like, the kinky way. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like...
Although she, like, bit him like he was, you know, like, when you're trying to eat a chicken leg, but you don't want to get dirty. So,
Yeah.
you just mildly bite it a little bit. Like, that's
Yeah.
the way she went at it.
He should start to feel better soon, I guess. Fuck. We gotta go. You got it.
We gotta go. We gotta meet up with the rest of the Hacketts. Also in line with the fact that no one has wiped any of the blood off of them so far in this game, we are apparently just going to keep that all over our mouth. No, I do not know why that bugs me. It just does.
It's kind of like that same, like, you know, watching, like, female characters with long hair, or really, like, any long hair character, like, do action shit without putting their hair up.
Mm-hmm.
It's that same vein for me, where it's like, bitch, wipe your mouth, put your hair up, like, what the hell?
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing, ma'am?
Do you want to give me some direction on
We're wolves now, we like the blood.
Most of these cars look like they've already been stripped of parts. Just empty frames and chassis, which doesn't help us much.
Okay.
It's a
so we're
snack for
looking
later,
for
is what I'm hearing.
Ew.
Well, anything relatively intact.
Got it.
Alright. Let's get going. We just got to get through this scene because we're not murdering a Hackett here. Though I will say, I got very much into the idea of them as a throuple last time. So, you know.
All for service.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting it to just go, ding!
A documentary.
No. Shut up. Come on, let's go.
Oh yeah, you all are. If you live. Which technically, I think you all did last time.
I mean, at what cost, though?
Okay, Caitlin, love you, but please, let me walk. It is hard enough already to walk in this game. Alright, and we're just gonna follow this around. I didn't know where I was going last time, so... I do remember going through the bus, though. Ooh, bus. Luckily, I just went through this, so I kind of remember where I'm going. It's now the time to point out that, like, I have sang that so many times on stream, and I've never actually seen an Indiana Jones movie.
What?
Yeah, literally.
Dude. The second that Disney figures out how to get it streaming on Disney Plus, we're having a fucking marathon. I love Indiana Jones. Maybe not the second one, but the first and the third one. Good.
Like, every time I reveal a movie that I haven't watched, people are always sitting there going, how the hell have you not watched that? Like the fact that I just watched Jurassic Park not that long ago
For the first time,
for
yeah.
the first time ever.
I do think it's very funny that you watched that movie in a hurricane, though.
yeah.
Considering that that's why shit goes wrong in that movie.
Yeah.
It's a hurricane.
Yeah, not great timing. To be fair, this is the same woman who watched Castaway on an airplane, so.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
So, you ever operated a crane before?
Ah.
I actually used to
Oh my
be
god.
pretty good
Sorry.
at the claw game at my local arcade.
Oh.
The kids used to call me
hate
the
that.
grabber.
I just think
No.
it's like funny, ironic that you're watching Jurassic
Look, why
Park
don't you see
during
if
a
you can work it down
hurricane.
so I can
That's
take a look under the
actually
hood?
horrible.
All right.
Was
What?
she flying over water when that happened?
I'm pretty sure.
Sure, yeah, sure thing.
I should also point out, I've never actually seen the movie. I just know it's about a
watch my
plane
back,
crash.
yeah.
So. You would think I never watch any movie ever, with how
Honestly,
few I've seen.
yeah, honestly, the way that you talk about the certain movies you haven't seen, it's like, do you watch anything?
Literally,
No, I know you do.
I generally like the way that I trick myself into watching movies and
Right.
stuff is I watch it with other people.
Looks like somebody's
Yeah.
mom.
So whenever I
Yeah,
ask you
talk
like,
to
hey,
them
you want to
about
watch something?
something
Like
about
literally, it's my
themselves.
way of sitting there going, this is how I know I will sit
Okay,
down and do
let's
it.
see what we're working with.
Because otherwise I know I will get caught up in something else and I won't watch it.
Not too complicated.
Like I still have not watched the new Thor. You told me to watch that weeks ago.
Grabber.
It's on Disney Plus. You have my login.
I know.
You could watch it literally for free from you.
I know.
My bad.
But I have to like sit down for 2 hours to watch it, and that's like the whole problem is guaranteeing that.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah.
Because 2 hours just seems like a long time. It's not a long time when I'm sitting there scrolling on my phone for some reason, but you know. It feels like it.
It's wild to me that Temple of Doom is the one that you saw as a kid and not Raiders or Last Crusade. So chat said that they watched the second one at a sleepover when they were a kid and then watched the first and third one maybe this year or last year. Like of them, like Temple of Doom is
Maybe we can see if
actually
we can
scary.
try and get this
It's
thing
also
running.
like very racist. Because of course it's othering native tribes. But you know,
Sounds about right.
but like there's a scene where there's some like heart ripping outness happening and very scary.
I know you're still in the car. There is a wolf down there. I'm trying to save your life.
Caitlin, shut up. Caitlin, shut up. Caitlin, I'm saving your life. Oh.
That thing can jump. I did my best, lady.
Maverick, no. I love you. Get ouch.
Let's sound the horn.
Ouch. Maverick, you are 95 pounds. You cannot be doing this. Oh my god.
Okay, now she's ow.
Jesus.
Okay, I wasn't intending to get him killed, but this might be the way to do it. Ooh, fire!
Oh my god. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh my god.
Yes.
That's terrifying. Get him. Who is this?
I don't
Do we
know. I don't think we
Maverick.
know.
Hey, Maverick, stop. Maverick, I'm busy. Hold on. Junkyard.
We know that this one actually didn't matter. He drops it anyways. But she didn't get bit this time.
Who is in the scrapyard? I think we just killed Caleb.
Oh. See ya.
So both Hackett kids are dead. The elders are dead. So now
Dylan,
we
thank you.
have
You actually saved my life. For realsies.
the brothers and
Yeah,
possibly
no
their
sweat.
third
I just
brother,
can't wait to
Bobby,
see
because
what
Bobby's
she
not dead yet.
Bobby's not
What?
quite dead yet.
to play me in the movie about how brave I am.
Yeah, it is
Don't
Caleb.
push it.
So we just
Okay.
killed Caleb.
Okay.
Woo!
So we've got Caleb,
So,
Mama Hackett,
so much
Grandpa
for our
Hackett.
Yep.
brilliant
And,
escape plan.
And Bobby has
Okay,
a
back to the
sword in
logs.
his tit, or a knife in his
You
tit.
nuts?
Better than being out in the open. Come on.
Yeah, Caitlin just keeps falling from stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin's having a rough day.
And then we leave without doing anything, and I still do not understand what the point of this entire expedition was.
Yeah, because we didn't actually get anything.
No.
It made sense. I think the first time we had to leave really fast and run
Mm-hmm.
because of said werewolf, and that made sense. But the 2 times that we've been back since,
Yeah. Yeah, because Emma was there last time, because I think if I remember correctly, she kills Dylan. Or she killed Dylan during our first playthrough. Hi, Abby.
You should go be a counselor at summer camp, Abby. You'll learn how to interact with people better, and you'll have loads of fun and make friends for life.
let me tell you, being a camp counselor does not teach you how to
So
interact with
sick.
people better. That's not how that works. I was a camp counselor for 3 years.
I mean, I sort of feel like that's the same idea as, like, have kids, you'll learn how to interact with people better. And, like, children are not...
Hello?
I mean, they're people, but, like, they are not the most rational people to interact with.
No.
Is anyone there?
Hopefully your boss will not scream at you because they want goldfish, like...
I absolutely, overall, have enjoyed the time working with children, and teenagers. I particularly do. Oh, ghosty. I particularly enjoy middle schoolers because, boy howdy, are they hilarious. But yeah, that's not. That's not it, my guys.
No. Alright, I need to grab some silver shells if I... Question is, where were they? Do-do-do-do.
Have you at least been on like the Indiana Jones ride?
I have been. That's the only thing I know about Indiana Jones at all.
Okay. I will give you that.
Okay. You over here? Yeah, like literally, I assume that in the movie, a giant like boulder falls down and chases him.
Yes, that happens one time.
That's all I could tell you about Indiana Jones. And I've seen there's like a show at Disney World, but it's a stunt show, so I don't understand that. Weird. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Let's go.
Anyway, catching back up with yeah, I have not seen Everything Everywhere All at Once yet. I know it's going to be wonderful. But the actor who played the character of Short Round, who's in Temple of Doom, basically Indy's sidekick is like this 12-year-old boy. Maybe 12. He may be 12. I think he's like more like 8. But yeah, his name is Short Round. And he's wonderful. But he was in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Nice. Yeah, I have to say the only thing that I have like actually watched a decent amount of, and I can't even say like recent stuff, is I used to watch a lot of Asian horror movies. So like you ask me about an Asian horror movie and I have a pretty categorical knowledge probably before the last 5 years. I've kind of slowed down on them, but everything else, like, yeah, I am just now figuring out that like the entire museum thing in the Universal Studios park is supposed to actually look like the Jurassic Park
This place is huge.
theme park in the movie.
Might need to rest a bit.
Like, literally,
You'll
that
feel better
was
soon.
Cool.
something I got to learn watching that movie finally.
What are you doing? Stop it.
Do you smell that?
No.
I am very much a
Never mind.
connoisseur
Let's
of all
just find
things
another
pop
way
culture.
The way to Chris
When
Hackett.
she's that bit
Like
when
just
she
a
says, like,
way
"Do you smell
out,
that?"
maybe?
It makes me think
Them
of
being
there's a bit in
chased,
Ghostbusters,
stabbed.
And another way
where
out.
Ray, who's Dan Aykroyd's character, basically stops and he goes, or what does he? Wait, listen. Do you smell that?
Watch your step.
Yep.
Anyway, every time she's done that, I think of that. Have you seen Ghostbusters?
I have seen Ghostbusters. It did not make a big impression on me, but I do know that I've seen it.
It's
I only
very
saw the
fair.
first one,
What was
though.
that?
And
That's-
obviously the female one, the
There's
lady one,
Chris.
the new one.
Yeah, the 2016 one. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think you
That
and I
one's
watched that
okay.
together.
Yes.
I think we found Chris Hackett.
Hi.
Yeah, that one should be Chris.
We're going to murder him, too, so.
Bye.
See, for me, I'm Maverick. What I don't like when I hope I don't come across this way whenever you tell me that there's a movie you haven't seen and I'm like, oh my god. Like, you know, I don't want you to feel like I'm judging you harshly for that. Because, you know, like, there's
Yeah, of course.
everything, like, you know, there are going to be some things that I'm going to be like, you have to watch that versus, like, I don't know. It's just that moment of, like, I hate when people get all, like, preachy
Yeah.
about the media. It's like, so, like, no secret whatsoever, I'm really into Star Wars. But I hate when people are like, if you don't like Star Wars, then like, what's wrong with you, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not my jam.
Yeah. All right. Shit is going down. There goes
Go get
Bobby.
him, focus. Oh, there really goes Bobby. Oh.
Sorry, buddy. And this all happened because we stabbed him once in the tit.
So he wasn't strong enough to fight off Chris.
Yep. Because we didn't stab him the first time, he survived. And there goes Chris.
Oh, shit. I fit.
And now... Hello.
Good thing you have some clothes left,
Yeah,
ma'am.
really.
Oh, fair. Oh. Oh, my God.
Well, I didn't get the option to shoot him this time. Can I shoot him now?
Honestly, I get it, my guy, but like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Laura died.
Let's see.
How would we
Diplomatic
save
or
Laura?
aggressive? I mean, last time they murdered each other, so
Diplomatic. I don't know. I think we're gonna die.
we're gonna do aggressive. Bring it on, motherfucker.
Okay. Bring it on, motherfucker, you crocked ass cop piece of shit.
Yes, thank you.
I'm not scared of you. Come on.
Let me shoot him. Let me shoot him. Oh, you want to go for quick time events?
No.
Yeah, we don't have werewolf powers because Laura's dead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been trying to read your comment.
Well, fuck you. Okay, we're gonna actually redo that one. I forgot.
Oh my God!
I have to look around with the other stick. So I missed when I shot him because I wasn't lined up properly because I was trying to move with the left stick and not the right.
I thought you were just firing a warning shot, and I was like, okay.
No. Oh God, no. We do not warn cops.
Well, I thought maybe that was in the walkthrough. I don't know.
No. No, I forgot. I thought that it was going to move, and it did not. So, no, we're going to murder him.
Okay, this is like the 5th time I've tried to read your comment about the crystal skull. Give me a second. I keep getting distracted. Main thing I know about the crystal skull is that Indy had a son with Marion in the refrigerator. Yeah. That's really all you need to know about the 4th Indiana Jones movie. It was a movie. I am excited for the 5th one that's coming out, the new one. It's gonna have
There we
old
go.
Indiana Jones. There you. Oh my God.
Not exactly where I shot him, but you know what? We'll take it.
No, you very much were aimed at the chest, but you know.
I will take it. I'm not mad.
Jesus.
Fuck you. Let's see what the old lady has to say now.
She's gonna like us because we just killed all the Hacketts.
And we got 3 whole cards.
Welcome back, my friend. I'm so
we're her
glad
friend
you're
now.
back, especially now that more vermin have been stamped out. A few stragglers remain, but there's still time. So, then,
stragglers
what more
remain.
has been found. Shall we take a look?
Yeah, it looks like the only time I can kill Caleb is chapter 10, so
The vitality
that must
of
not have
a
murdered
new
him.
day. There's still time to wake
Oh,
up.
because
to
it wasn't
the
silver.
warmth of a night survived. Your choices, your actions, your very life hangs in the balance. It's up to you to find your path in the darkness and see the sun rise once again. Judgment.
Finn, no.
Judgment Day is upon us. That's what you'd expect from this card, isn't it? Though perhaps in this case, it's simpler than that. Perhaps one's own judgment, a snap decision to make, can save them from their own personal day of reckoning. Every step matters, every decision tipping the balance, one way or the other. Take your time, think, and maybe survive.
Ma'am, I love you. Actually, no, I don't actually love you. Can you talk a little faster? This is why I didn't want to pick up your cards.
Where did you find this?
What do you mean, where did I find
Where
it?
did you find it? This
What?
shouldn't be here. He's been through enough pain. No.
What?
My poor boy. You see what they did to us?
Holy shit.
This is how we find out.
6 years ago, Hackett's Quarry.
Oh, now you don't want us finding cards.
Yeah.
Before we get too far away from it, I also agree. One of my favorite things about Harrison Ford is the fact that he couldn't give less of a shit about Star Wars, and just he puts his whole ass into loving Indiana Jones. Anyway, back to this.
Oh, we get to look around. Yep, that's on fire. Oh.
Oh no.
Silas, my boy. Oh. Ah.
The lighting of her teeth looks
I know,
real
I
weird.
hate that. Is this how she dies? Because I'm gonna guess I'm not gonna get a quick time event. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I am gonna
no.
get a quick time event. Fuck you.
My God.
Okay, now I'm very glad I picked up that card. Sheriff of Northkill. Ma'am, why did you just have a vial of that? I have so many questions right now.
Mommy's coming, Silas. Mommy's coming, Silas! Silas! Silas!
I think Mommy might be dead. Oh, that's right, he's a wolf. That's probably why she had it, because doesn't the blood... the tower? If I remember correctly, the tower is disaster.
No, no, no. My poor boy. You see what they did to us? How they hurt us. He's out there still, all alone. Each full moon they hunt him, armed with silver, trying to put an end to a curse they inflicted upon themselves when they set my show ablaze 6 years ago. Stupid children. Little Silas. My little white wolf. He must be.
I mean, I do kind of feel bad for her.
You must not follow this.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Remember how I've helped you all this time?
You didn't, but that's okay.
Remember how much I've done for you?
You didn't, but again, okay. Oh, and it didn't even matter that I collected the rest of the cards? Okay. Oh, hey, we get to see Max. Oh, because he's human again. Yeah, buddy, you might want to get out of the tree.
What the fuck? Why am I on top of a fucking tree? Laura!
Okay, get out of the tree. Oh yeah, and Laura's not coming for you, so...
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Oh, there he goes. It's okay, you'll be reunited next playthrough. I love how everything explodes on them except for their underwear.
Yeah. Modesty.
Modesty, of course. Like, in all this time, have you guys never thought of wearing stretchy clothing? I just watched She-Hulk. Spandex is incredible. That's all I have to say.
Oh, and she didn't take his clothes.
Right.
Right? Because she's naked.
Yep. Because instead of looking at the clothes, we decided to open the trapdoor and get murdered.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, wait.
Oh, never mind. We might have.
Is he going to wear her clothes?
Yep. Alright,
I love this for him.
I know. You're not gonna find Laura out here, though, buddy. Okay, apparently I can't go this direction.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, my guy, but, is she dead? No, is she dead?
Yeah, she got stabbed several times. So.
That's right, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we just left her there. Hi, you murdered her. We gonna come across, the other guy he murdered too? One I can't remember his name. Did we take a picture? I don't remember. Selfie for the gram.
She was filming
Ah, that's right.
a live photo of her death.
All for the followers. What happens if I look at her? Oh, yep, she did. Congrats, man. Look at that artistry. The other guy doesn't look quite as nice because you ripped his head off, but
Yeah.
after the world's creepiest glitch happened.
God, that was horrendous. Like, the game you didn't plan for that, and that was probably the scariest thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, what's this just hanging out here? A cap. Jacob, that's what his name is.
There we go.
All right. Those pants are very tight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're going to save him next time, so let's try to swim to shore.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think we've had anyone actually die in the lake. We've just seen the dead bodies.
Okay. This better have a great fucking ending.
Probably not for you.
Are there any active wolfies out?
Just Caleb.
Oh, shit.
Which is who that probably is.
Oh.
I mean, that doesn't seem like that should have murdered him, but apparently that did. So,
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
that is the only way you can kill Max.
Yikes.
And next time, of course, we will reunite him and Laura, so.
Yeah.
I think we did our first playthrough, too.
Yes. Because Max stayed on the island the whole time. Keep forgetting he has one hand.
Okay. Well, can't get much worse than it already is, right?
Got the spirit.
Great. Just like the cartoons.
I don't remember it doing this before.
Give us a little time.
How do you figure?
We were talking through the last one, so.
Water,
Oh.
remember?
Right.
It didn't happen.
should've
Me
Yeah.
just wasn't
swimming in
paying
the lake
attention.
all
That's a mood.
And die of hypothermia? No.
I do remember that conversation.
All right. Well,
Yes.
we're good now.
Night's not over yet. These fuckers know we're in here, and they're coming back first chance they get.
Dylan, I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
We gotta get a vantage point.
I mean, all three of them survived.
Yeah.
Coming. Up the stairs. I know, it's very hard for you to figure out what stairs are. It is a good thing there are no chase scenes in this game, we'll just put it that way. Okay, now if I've done this right...
How long has this guy been here?
We should be killing off Caleb in this.
Long time ago. Long enough ago that it was okay to have an oil painting made of yourself.
I kind of want an oil painting of me now.
Let's prepare for attack, do some camp chants. want to give us your best Girl Scout camp chant?
Every dusk and dawn all through the summer. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. We're here to lead the way. Like mates for life, we're proud to say. Shout at Stratton, shout out loud. We're Hacketeers. 2 months
A
and you
weird
never
ass
run the
song.
works.
What was Dylan here for other than the vibes? I just need to know.
Run the Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Good. That's all he wanted. Man of simple pleasures.
Mood.
Showtime, motherfuckers.
All right.
It's showtime.
The real question, did Abby actually pick up the silver shells there?
Come on, Abby. Keep it together. Not long till morning. What was that?
What the?
He's big mad.
I mean, to be fair, we did drop a car on him, so...
Oh, is it, okay, yeah. I forgot. I was like, oh, that killed him. No, it did not.
No. That's why I was
talking about
confused.
Caleb too, and I was like, what?
I was confused how he didn't die, but that's right. He's a werewolf, so he has to be killed by Silver. Let's run. I don't think it really matters.
Let's go.
You don't want a car dropped on you, don't try to eat me.
Exactly. Let's try doing the same thing that we did last time, but we'll actually pass the quick time events.
Yeah.
Since this time, if we don't, Caitlin will die.
Caitlin! Oh my god. I gotta help her.
Oh no, she didn't have that epiphany. Girl, I had you pick them up. Oh, thank God.
If I can time this right.
I don't know exactly how we're going to do this, but we're going to get the silver shells to Caitlin so she can shoot them.
Come on.
And luckily, everyone is human in this scene, so we can always do a death rewind. Bye. I don't know. Let's keep running. The guide does not say, so...
Caitlin, this way.
We need to get down to the first floor, because that's where the office is, right?
Over here, Caitlin!
Girl, you can open a door.
Caitlin, you don't have time for that. Come on.
No, we want to go over there. Go, Caitlin, go!
Caitlin, is this your conscience?
I don't point you in the right direction often.
Investigate.
Silver shells!
Hey, I'm here.
Okay, I get one shot. Girl, put it in the gun.
She put it in the gun.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I missed.
No!
Well, we're gonna get to see what happens if you, oh.
Oh, Caitlin.
Sorry, guys.
Jesus.
This feels like overkill. We just dropped a car on you. Yeah, we're gonna use a life. All right. So now I know he moves through that whole thing. And with any luck, he's got a large hitbox. We'll find out. Do 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 do. I do not know why this takes so long to load. It was just loaded. All of the assets were there.
Caitlin's conscience consists of two people rambling about movies who have spent this whole playthrough up until now talking about how to kill her and her friends off. Of course, she's not listening to us.
Caitlin, this is your conscience.
Caitlin, I'm sorry.
I'm here.
Caitlin, we make bad decisions. All right, yeah. God damn it.
No!
I went too high.
Kelsey!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. I only have one more shot at this too, so
Do
you
we
know.
have to watch this whole thing?
Yep, because there's no skip.
God damn it.
So we get to see him watch eat a McRib. So
Third time's the charm?
third time's it's got to be the charm. We don't have any more lives left.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure, pressure. I just want to murder this man. Or wolf thing.
Yeah, it's not fair. Jacob should have had this brutal death, not Caitlin.
I know. I mean, he did, but you know. Max doesn't deserve that on his conscience. Also, I don't think I actually realized how big the wolves were until he picked her up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
Okay.
It doesn't slow down for you to line up the shot, does it?
It does not. God damn it! The hell did I hit? Also, it doesn't give me a target to actually hit, so like I have to trust that it's going to hit the hitbox, and apparently the hitbox is not that big. God damn it. Well, he survived. We almost murdered all the Hacketts.
Damn it! Hi, bird.
Hello. I think I can retry just chapter 10. Nope, apparently I can't. I have to actually finish it. If I have to watch her death again, I am quitting. We'll just wrap up right now. Da, 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 da.
Oh, I just realized if the werewolves regenerate, can we rip out their meat and let them regrow it and have endless food? Ew.
I mean, you're not wrong,
I
technically.
mean, like the concept, I don't think you're wrong, but also like,
Yeah.
I'm only judging you a little bit, but I don't think you're wrong. But also, feel like they could feel it, you know?
Yep, we are going to have to watch that again. Okay, so we will wrap up here for tonight. We are going. Hello.
Hi, bird.
The bird is apparently now Caitlin, as it says across the top.
Hi, Caitlin. Caitlin the Raven.
You're looking great today. Okay. Well, we don't know what happens if you kill all the Hacketts. We don't know how happy she is, but I think next time we need to go to our trying to save everyone stream. We
Yeah.
almost killed all the Hacketts. We almost killed all of the counselors. And we somehow failed at both.
Yeah, the fuck?
This is usually my specialty. Like, I feel like I've failed. Next stream is going to be Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, because somehow it's only goddamn Tuesday. Technically
know
Wednesday
how.
for me.
Yeah. I don't understand.
I don't know either. You got any announcements?
It is probably too late for you to register to vote, so I hope you've been listening to the multiple times I have asked to make sure that you are registered to vote. It is your civic duty as an American citizen to vote, so please do so. We in Oregon have gotten our because we do mail-in ballots, which are totally safe, and we've been doing it for a long time. Sorry. So I get the luxury of getting to mail mine in. If you live in virtually any other state, make a plan for how you're going to get yourself to a polling location. And please make sure to vote. It's important. And also, anti-Semites can kiss my ass.
Exactly.
So be nice to Jewish people. It's my other bit.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, that's all I got. Wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated. Please remember flu shots, COVID vaccine, both are available. Going to finish up mine next week, or I guess the rest Friday. So, like we do put our money where our mouth is. We're not just telling you to go do it. We did it.
I would highly recommend if you can get your booster relatively soon. If you have not seen the news, Pfizer is looking at charging over like at least $100 per dose once the emergency order is out of
Jesus
effect.
Christ.
So please get your free booster as long as it is free, because we don't know how insurance, if you have a medical insurance, how that's going to look. So please take advantage of it still being free. Because it's good for you, it's good for the people around you, and it doesn't cost $100 yet.
Exactly. And it's better possibly than having COVID. I can't say that. I had COVID and was completely asymptomatic. So the only reason why I happen to know was I happened to test. So but
it's
do go
better to be overly cautious.
Exactly. You do
And
not
be
want
like,
long COVID.
Yeah, it's better to be overtly cautious, and because it's better to not have known that you were being, that what you did, like, to not have the things that you did tested, or it's better to do things to prevent stuff, and even if they happen, as opposed to not doing anything. You know what I mean? That didn't come out as eloquently as I had meant to, but
we know what you mean. Yeah, so go get vaccinated, and we will be back on Thursday. Have a good night, all.
Goodbye.
Bye.